when you get to the frog, you very often lift the bow from the string completely, which works, but I think you lose sometimes a little bit of the connection, yeah? Especially when you play this stuff. The other thing I want to just think about with you is exploring a little bit more colors with your bow, and that has to do with you play the violin for many years, I know this. And on the violin you can get away with playing with tilted hair almost the whole time, and I mean it's not ideal, but you'll get away with it. On the viola, as you know, it's more nuanced than this, and sometimes I feel like I still see and then what happens is, actually with piano I can kind of hear you. If there was an orchestra behind you, no shot, yeah? The way Hindemith, by the way, solves the problem, it's really funny, you know this, I'll tell them for that. You know, Hindemith Concerto, the problem is in any viola concerto we can never hear the soloist because the viola is not loud enough, the orchestra is too loud. So Hindemith solves the problem by having no violins in the orchestra. They all go backstage and don't play. And then we can actually hear what's going on. But even that being said, I will not be able to hear you. So you have to find a way, yeah? The opening was fantastic. I liked it a lot. So can we do, let's do a little bit, but in general, I don't want to change too many things because it's very beautiful. Can we go from this? Oh, and I have another thing for you. So, sorry, I'm talking a lot. You tend to lower your knees, go like this. That's actually, but then you stay there, which is tension. Yeah? So here's what I want to try. I just want to try very briefly. Is you're going to play, I'm going to push you a little bit. I just want to do a little test. Yeah? So you just play ba-dum, ba-dum. It's okay if I push you just gently? I'm going to do this. Okay. Not being static, right? If you are static in any way, anything you do with the instrument, right? If something is static, tension builds. So if you do this and then you're static here, tension builds. If you lock your knees and it's static, tension builds. So the way I think about it is, imagine it's a very esoteric idea, but I'll tell you, right? Imagine that someone take crack an egg on top of your head, right? This is very crazy. Crack an egg on top of your head, and then you want the egg to go all over, right? Not to get stuck here. So you have to let it, go all over your body, yeah. And then you play for me, ta-dum, ta-dum, one more time. Yes. So just for you, I mean, any images that he wrote egg in his part. This is really funny. It's really funny. But I remember I watched this documentary about Bruce Lee, right? And they were talking about how when even he was 70 and he was able to move so fluidly. And one thing he talked about is he imagined his whole body is full of water. And you never want any puddles to create in your body. So you always have to keep the water moving like have you ever seen Avatar, The Last Airbender? Okay, so I've never seen it, so I'm going to talk out of there. But here's my idea, right? You want, with your bow and with your whole body, to guide the air, because that's what music is, right? The instrument creates sound, air, distortion, right? We move the air, we shake the air, it creates sound. You have to always be sculpting the air with your bow. It's never this. This is tension. I mean, you guys should try this. So you put your hands like this, right? And then try to move them with straight line. Oh, it's tension. Now try to do this a little bit wavy, right? That's what it is. Feel this thing? With your bow, that's what it should feel like. Yeah? Okay, keep going with the bow, but keep imagining you're air bending the sound. Yeah? Okay. bum bum bum, yim pim bum. It's never straight lines.
From there.
Yeah, let's go from. Sorry, bum 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 bum. After letter C, it's 1, 2, 3, or something like that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Slightly flatter hair.
Okay.
Because if not, you still get a pretty good sound. I think it could be even better.
Okay.
Yeah? But you feel what I mean? You're always kind of creating magic in the air. That way you never feel static. Because it's really easy to start to feel this, especially when we're nervous or things. Yeah? Much better. Can you play just on your own once from here and play once? Let's do this. Let's do slow motion. So we're going to play. You know when you watch things in slow motion in the movies, right? What happens? This is what I want you to feel here. Like you're digging in some very gooey liquid with your arm. Yeah? Just do on your own, on slow motion for us once. But fluid, the whole body is fluid. Eh? Exactly. What a good sound. Okay, help yourself with your viola. They both work together. Yes, one more time. Fantastic. Fluid, yes. What a good sound. Yes, very important. If not, it's really easy for this passage to sound it's written that way. Okay, now we play with piano, but you still feel like you're kind of like, imagine your whole body is one of those alien tanks with liquid in them, and you're just moving underwater, right? But you can breathe. Okay, do it. Down, ding, down. Fantastic. Because you can actually, even with some tension, you can already pull it off. But under pressure, when you're at the edge of the tension and you're kind of like walking that tightrope and like, I hope I don't fall on this side, right? So you want to give yourself a little bit of a breathing room. So even if you get a little bit more tense at the concert, which always what happens, it doesn't push you over the edge and creates problem, right? So if you can find a way to do all that you're doing, which is very beautiful, in a more relaxed way, your life will be easier. Now, one thing I want to talk with you, which is a little bit technical, and I don't want to do that too much with you, but just one little idea, right? So, can you come here? I want the audience to see this, and then put your viola to play. Great. And then play a little bit for us. Okay, great. There you go, play. And okay, go play now. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Fantastic. Okay. When your head, let's show this to them. So look over there, right? You see what's happening in this muscle is very relaxed. Now look over there. You guys see what's happening when he does that? So that's fine. Again, it's not about always being here or always being here. But you want to have mobility there, right? So the problem is, and that happens very, very often, is people will play everything like this because, there's certain confidence or fake confidence that comes from looking at your own fingers. But actually that creates more tension, which tends to build up, right? So what I want you to think about now, it's just, there's two head positions, right here and the other one, more on the side, right? And every, let's say, line or two, you just go to the other one, just to free that up a little bit, yeah? Can you keep playing? I want you to keep playing. But I want you to think about this, just freeing this a little bit. It's very slight, yeah? You pick a spot and go.
Can you go for D?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, find the same spot, but already sounded better. Okay, good. Very nice. The C string without any of that parasite sound, and then it's a massive sound. That's for you is gonna unlock. I'm not telling you to always go here. I mean, you can if you want to. I would rather you be always here than always here. But it's just to be aware and to train your body that when tension starts to build, that it will just turn, right? Or sometimes you can also lift your head just a little bit, just a little bit. Because when do you, this is the age-old question, right? When do you really need the head weight when you play the viola? There's two situations where you really need the head weight. Try, you'll find it. Yeah, that's
higher.
Well, yes, when you're up there, when you're shifting also, right? Especially when you're shifting down, if you don't have your head there, and viola ends up on the floor, which is not great. What's the other one? Try to do mega vibrato in first position without your head. It doesn't work. Okay. So when you do one, especially when you go in lower position, you want to make big vibrato, right? And shifting. So here's what you can try, which is really fun, which is to try to play. Can you play a C major scale? And I want you to play 3 octaves C major. Don't touch the viola unless you're shifting. I know, it's scary. Don't touch the viola, that's cheating. Okay, that's it. Yes, don't touch the viola. Now touch. No, don't touch. Now. Yes, don't touch. Yes. Exercise to practice. Why? Because you want to train your body once tension builds up. Again, it's about building automatic things, right? So that you don't have to think when you're playing. So you just practice this. The goal is once tension starts building, the body will automatically just do one of those. And then you're fine, right? The other thing I'll tell you is if you play concerto, and this piece is long, especially if you play the whole concerto, how do we prevent tension? Another thing we can do to prevent tension from building up, right? When you take a little break, let's say it's the piano tutti. What does everyone do? Then they stay like this. Your arm is still engaged when you do this. So here's what you can do. This is the Kim Kashkash, and I saw her do this. You grab the viola with your right hand. Here. You can grab it right here. Yes? Great. And then you shake out your arm. Great. And then you're ready for the next entrance. But if you do just this, in quartet is the same thing, by the way. If you just, whenever you don't play, you're doing this, you're not really resting. In orchestra, it's a great trick because you need to be able to release the tension. If not, you're going to be completely sore. Okay, now, one final thing I want you to think about. And where did we just stop? I don't know. Pick a spot. Oh, can we do, but here's what I want you to think about. I want you to think about bringing the viola to the bow when you want the notes to blossom. Yes? Imagine this, you know, the viola is sitting on the water, right? And then even when, you know, like imagine a boat sitting on the side of the water, even if there is no current, it's still kind of breathing this way naturally, right? So the viola always has to breathe. If you get stuck, you know, let me show you. Okay, so we'll try it together, right? So can you play something slow, right? And then let's try on your own. And then we're going to play without moving the viola up and down, just keeping your viola very straight. Play. Okay, fantastic. Now, I want you to let the viola breathe as you do it. Yeah? Yes. I mean, the sound develops more. There is a couple things you need to control, but the sound is breathing and developing. Again, nothing is a straight line. You don't sculpt the air by going like this. You have to do this, right? Can you do that one more time on your own? Yes. Beautiful. See, just thinking about this, imagine you are on the water. Again, nothing is static, right? Nothing in the viola, this is for the audience, nothing in the viola, I mean, violin and cello, same thing, right? But nothing on the viola is a straight line. And sometimes we start to think that everything is a straight line because the bow is kind of straight. And so we start to think about this. Try this, right? So you should try this, it's really fun. So just with your bow arm, without the bow, just move your arm but make a perfectly straight line. Not allowed to make any curve. Okay, that's a kind of tiring. Now you just make a little bit like a half moon shape, just slightly. How much easier is it to move this way, right? Same thing for you. So if you think, that's going to be very difficult. You still navigate it very well. But just thinking of everything. Okay, I show you guys how to, 5 minutes. Here's what viola playing is, right? You will know this, but this is for them. Okay, so put your viola down, we'll do it. It's really fun. But you will know this. That's not for you. So it's just for the audience, right? So we're going to do this. So we're going to do circles with the right arm, right? Very good. Yeah, so you go in one direction, you can go the other direction. This is fantastic. Okay, great. So great. Now we take a little break. Now you put your hand up like this, right? And you're going to just make circles like this towards yourself, right? I'm making a circle in the air. Okay, now we're going to do both those things at the same time. Right. And this is really what viola playing is. And sometimes you have to do the opposite. That's more difficult, right? Which is why shifting on an oboe is easier, because both hands work together. Whereas this is hard because it's not natural, right? So all of this is all what viola playing is. No straight line. Even shifting is not a straight line. There's a little bit of a circle. If you think about that, everything will be fantastic. Okay, we play a little bit now. We just think about making circles everywhere. It's really good. Very exciting. Okay. You pick a spot and go. Oh, with piano. Let's do it with piano because we can.
Wait.
Oh,
It's good.
already on the floor?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, everything's a circle. Self-conscious person, and you think a lot about what other people think about you. Is that a kind of accurate statement?
Before, now I don't care.
Now you don't care as much.
But before, yes.
Before, yes.
Yeah.
I think sometimes when you play, the before still shows up. You know, you make a sorry face when you make some sound that you didn't like. We didn't even hear it, right? So there is something about. I mean, it's gonna sound stupid, but there is something about, you know, when you smile, for example, you know, they always say that if you smile, it increases your happiness level by 7% or whatever it is. So if you feel like shit, just smile and you'll feel a little bit better, right? But it also works for relaxation. The moment you just, it's a mindset thing. Instead of like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't want to fuck this up, right? You kind of have to just be like, look at me, I'm so good, right? You're not like this as a person when you are in the real world, but when you play, you need a little bit of this, and I think it's just 5% of the negative thing you have to forget. Did you have a very mean violin teacher? Some people is this, right? It's a mean violin teacher, so always everything's so bad, and then you kind of, maybe that's not you, that was me when I was a kid, so very, just you to yourself. Okay, so when you practice, yes. When you play, no. Don't do that. Even when you practice, you have to find a way to reinforce positively, as opposed to like, I'm gonna get this, right? Can you just play a little bit more? And the trick is also when you get to something hard, if you just think about smile just a little bit, it will actually solve the problem. I promise. Okay, play same place. Very good. Very beautiful. I like it. It's slightly just, you know, what part of what it is has to do with where you channel your energy when you play, and your energy is very, very powerful. Right? Your brain, your heart's, your brain energy is incredibly powerful. So one of the things is, if you channel your energy, like look at this, if you put your hand right there, and then you really look at it, you see it gets a little tense. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So instead, what you want to do is you pick 2 points far away in the distance, right? Let's say this corner and this corner. And what I want you to do is look in front and perceive those 2 corners. Don't look at them, but perceive them, right? They're in your peripheral vision. And then you play a little bit on your own, just perceiving these at all times, yes? And move. Yes, perceive. Okay, the other way to think about it is, you guys can try this. So you put your hand in front of your face, right? Don't do it like this, it's scary. No, because I'm going to have you do something. I don't want you to drop your viola. Okay, do it just, hold this. Put your hand in front of your face. You guys should try this. Now you're looking at your hand, right? So it's like a camera. You see the hand, but the background is blurred, right? Now do the opposite. You look at the background, the hand is blurred, right? Your eyes can do that. When you play, that's what you want to do. You don't want to be looking at your hand, because that creates tension. You want to be looking through your hand. And then you see your hands moving, but you're not looking at them. That's just that little awareness shift will free you up so much, because then you see it happen, or you're not doing this, yeah? Because that's very tiring, actually. It's like when the brain wants to focus, it does this. But then, tension, yeah? Okay, we play final time. Where you pick any spot, and I just want you to, it's like soft focus in your eyes, right? Losing focus a little bit. When you stare at something for too long and you stop to see it very clearly. Yeah? You pick a spot and just make sure Rosa knows where it is. Okay. Very good. But just so you know, it's an interesting thing. Closing your eyes has one effect. Losing focus with your eyes. In chamber music, if you lose focus with your eyes, your ears actually hear better. I've tested this out. You want to feel like you hear everybody at the same time. Then you lose a little bit of focus here, but you gain focus in your ears. Yeah? But that's a detail. Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much.